Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Ultra League, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Abomasnow! Abomasnow on team number 3 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League. Abomasnow has some very nice play in the Open Ultra League with how the current meta has shaped out. Abomasnow is the perfect answer to opposing grass types, handles the dragons very well, like Dragonite and Giratina, and also handles the water types like Tapu Fini and Swampert, which we see quite a bit of. But you want to keep it away from Talonflame, and that's why we've got Cresselia on the safe swap. Cresselia will work as the bait for any Talonflames that may be lurking in the back on your opponent's team, as Talonflame is probably the worst matchup for Abomasnow, so you want to get that out of the way with your Swampert on the lead for team number 3 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League. Swampert's always a very solid lead option in the Ultra League. It can deal neutral damage to just about everything in this meta. Super spammy, handles steel types very well, and of course, handles those pesky Talonflames. But before we dive into the featured set of the video, we are starting things off with some bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun. And here we go, picking up a not so good lead in the form of Gyarados. So coming in with our Cresselia here, and gonna look to just go straight Grass Knot on Gyarados, as it does hit for neutral damage. Both of our moves do. And Gyarados, not known for its bulk, as we see there, that Grass Knot does quite a bit of neutral damage. Although Gyarados can fight back with potentially super effective crunches, but we're going to tank that because we are about as bulky as it gets. And they look to catch our next move onto Nidoqueen, probably hoping for a Moonblast, but no, we were planning on going straight Grass Knot anyways. And rather than tanking resisted damage, they're tanking neutral damage, as Nidoqueen is part ground. So this is the beauty of having Cresselia on this team as well. Not only is it here to draw out any potential Talonflames, but it's also here to draw out any poison types, because Swampert handles poison types equally as well as it does handle Talonflames. Now, this Nidoqueen has overloaded by quite a bit. This could be an Earth Power, but we tank that pretty well. Swampert's amazing. And now we're just going to overload a little bit and throw just as they're getting to a Poison Fang. We don't want to get debuffed, and we don't want to take any more damage on our Swampert here. And they do let that go. Fully expecting that Gyarados to come back in, so we are primed and ready to come in with our Abomasnow. But no, it's a Venusaur! This is where Abomasnow absolutely shines in the Ultra League. Handles these grass types beautifully, guys. And they do shield our Weather Ball. And for those of you that may be new to Pokemon Go Battle League, Abomasnow is quite spammy, has excellent charge moves, and they look to combo play with their Gyarados. Gonna let this go. This is just an Aqua Tail, not gonna cut it. That's resisted. Another reason why Abomasnow is amazing with that grass typing. Resist all of the water type damage that we see quite a bit of in the Ultra League, and they do shield. They want to get some more damage off, but not gonna happen. Abomasnow too spammy, guys. Abomasnow is amazing, as we say bye-bye to the Gyarados, and it is looking to be smooth sailing from here on out. They have no shields left, and we get to these super effective Weather Balls with Stab at a very fast rate. Nearly KOs the Venusaur. And all we have to do is shield up whatever this is, probably a Sludge Bomb, and it is, and that Powder Snow takes it out. How about Abomasnow on team number 3? From my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League, Abomasnow's an amazing closer. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I'm telling you guys, if you can get the Poison type or the Talonflame out of the way, Abomasnow can absolutely close the game strong. And speaking of Poison types, we've got a Kanto Muck on the lead. This is exactly where you want to see it with team number 3 from my top 5 best teams. But they look to catch a move onto Walrein, probably expecting a Hydro Cannon, but we threw that Earthquake to make this a little bit more manageable for Cresselia. You can make a strong argument that we really didn't need to throw that, but Walrein can be an absolute handful, so we wanted to get this within grass knot range, and we are bulky enough to really put in some work on the Kanto Muck, which will undoubtedly look to come back in. We're going to overload on energy here and look to throw the grass knot here. This is definitely grass knot range for the Walrein as we take it out, and they do come back in with the Muck. And they're going to throw a Dark Pulse, I would imagine. That is the recommended moveset. And they do, but like I said, guys, Cresselia tanks damage better than just about any Pokemon in the Ultra League. Going to go for this Moonblast. And then we do get the attack drop. That's amazing. So whenever you have two of your charge moves that are resisted, if you can, you always want to go for the bigger move that does more raw damage, and that is what Moonblast does. And look at the work that Cresselia put in on this Kanto Muck. And they've got a Trevenant in the bag. Holy smokes. It is Abomasnow time. If I've ever seen it, my goodness, Abomasnow. Maybe a little bit slept on with how the meta has shaped out for the Ultra League, but I'm telling you guys, this is why I was excited for team number 3 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League. Abomasnow is an amazing closer for reasons like this. And we will shield this up, just a Seed Bomb, that is okay. And going to look to get rid of the Trevenant with another Weather Ball. We're going to see what they want to do. If they want to give up that final shield, that is fine. And we are going to look to just build up to another Weather Ball here. Going to let this go, just another Seed Bomb from the Trevenant, although it hits hard. Not gonna cut it, that's resisted. This is the beauty of Abomasnow. Not only is it super spammy, but it has a very nice stat product for the Ultra League. Has some decent bulk, and we are in cruise control here, my friends. They can throw whatever they want, does not matter. They tried grabbing that final shield, and I think they realized it was over for them, unfortunately. As Swampert was going to take it out. That's going to be yet another good game. Well played. Team number 3 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League was quite effective, but what's not very good is this lead right here. Trevenant, bit of a core breaker for Swampert and Cresselia, guys. So like I mentioned in my top 5 best teams video, Trevenant leads are going to require a team effort. So what I mean by that is you got to chip it down a little bit. You got to sort of double team it a little bit. And we can't go right into our hard counter Abomasnow, guys. We got to come in with Cresselia. We were thinking that they'd go back-to-back, so we knew that they were one off. So we catch that Seed Bomb onto Cresselia. And going to look to get to a Moonblast. And they're staying in, rightfully so, as Trevenant's one of the best answers to Cresselia in the Ultra League. And going to look to get off this Moonblast, and they shield. So I'm thinking, yeah, they're staying in because this is a good matchup for them, but they may be weak to a Cresselia in the back. But we did get that attack drop, so this Shadow Ball, of course, does not do as much damage as it would, and they're not able to farm down before we get to another Moonblast, and that would KO, so they shield. They're going all in on this Trevenant. We can't come back in with Swampert, so we're going to bring Abomasnow in now. This is what I mean whenever I say it takes a team effort, guys. And they're going all in on this Trevenant. Holy smokes. I expected them to blind throw, so we no shield that Seed Bomb, and this could absolutely be a Shadow Ball. Gonna shield that up, and it was. And there it is. They got a Shadow Machamp, so that's what didn't want to see our Cresselia. But luckily, we banked a ton of energy on Swampert, and oh, that does a lot of damage to the Shadow Machamp. And they do get to a potential cross chop here, but guys, that does not KO. We're not a Shadow. The added bulk on the non-Shadow is nice, and oh, they got a Swampert of their own in the back. Holy smokes. Gonna chip with this Hydro Cannon here, and they will farm down, but that does not matter, guys. Abomasnow hard walls Swampert like you wouldn't believe. This is why Abomasnow can be so effective. We hardwall all of their charge attacks, all while having access to hard-hitting energy balls with Stab. And we get a little bit of lag there, but that's okay. We're saying bye-bye to the Swampert either way, and we're farming down this Trevenant. It is not making it to another move. How about Abomasnow, my friends? Abomasnow, one of the better closers in the Ultra League. That's going to be another good game. Well played. Had a blast with the bonus battles as we move into the featured set of the video. We were met with a Shadow Wall Rain. So, I'm going to stay in a little bit here. Nothing that they throw one-shots us, so it's worthwhile to stay in and really put the pressure on the Wall Rain. Either grab a shield advantage or do a lot of damage and grab a health advantage. So they do let the EQ go, and that is okay. We're going to look to set up a catch here. They overfarmed by 1, but this is just an Icicle Spear, and that EQ is going to prove to be quite nice for us because this Shadow Wall Rain is now within a manageable health range for the remainder of our team as they make a play into a Cresselia of their own after banking some energy and coming in with a health advantage. So, as with all mirror matchups, particularly ones with very bulky Pokemon, it could be quite tedious. The Cresselia mirror matchup is almost as bad as the Mandibuzz mirror matchup or the Umbreon mirror matchup. Maybe even the Bastiodon mirror matchup. Not as dynamic as you'd like to see, but all you can really do is go for the Moonblast. Like I said, that's going to do more raw damage, and of course you do have that 10% chance to lower the opponent's attack. So, going to go for another Moonblast, and I don't suspect that we will make it to another one in time as they will outpace us to their next Moonblast, and they do. It's a good thing that they didn't want to overfarm by too much. That'll be good for our Abomasnow. We're going to come in with that. It's just about within Weather Ball range. So we're going to overload and look to CMP tie them to their next Moonblast here. This should be more than enough to KO, but they shield. Holy smokes. They want to get off some big damage, and we're not going to let them do that. We want to preserve our health. We don't know what else they have left in the back. So we're going to shield that. And oh, it's a Meganium. Holy smokes. XL Meganium on our opponent's team. Oh, you love to see it if you've got Abomasnow on your team. As much like with Swampert, Abomasnow absolutely hard walls Meganium like you wouldn't believe. They go Frenzy Plant here. That's resisted. Not going to cut it. Their coverage move is also resisted. It is generally running Earthquake. So we are looking really good here, my friends. But XL Meganium's quite bulky. We need a few of these Weather Balls to seal the deal, but not a problem as we take it out. They do have that low health Wall Rain. Icicle Spears do neutral damage to us because we are part grass, and this is a shadow. That would do a lot, but we had some energy stored on Swampert. They're not getting to another move. A resisted Hydro Cannon will be more than enough to take out the large Cuddly Walrus, and they've got that low health Cresselia left. They're not getting to another move either, as Swampert is about as spammy as a Pokemon gets. You love to see it as we say bye-bye to the Cresselia. Swampert cleaning up the end game in dominant fashion. That's going to be yet another good game. Well played. Team number 3 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League was quite nice and relatively accessible. And here we go. Togekiss on the lead. Togekiss, one of the many Pokemon that have benefited from the changes that have come with Pokemon Go Battle League Season 12, as its primary charge move is Ancient Power, which got a massive update. It now does a lot more damage. We tried to catch that on our Cresselia. We did grab a shield, but they held on to that energy. It was a very smart move as they make a play into a Licky Licky. You don't see this one too often in the Ultra League, but it is ranked pretty high on PvPoke, and we did get that attack drop. That is amazing. Licky Licky can be quite effective as it does have access to Shadow Ball, which it throws. Shadow Ball is an amazing move for the Open Ultra League. I actually have a rank 3 XL Licky Licky, but I've been holding off on building it because I already have an XL Greedent, and they both do a lot of the same things in the Ultra League, but very solid Pokemon for the Ultra League, very bulky. Much like other normal types like Snorlax or Greedent. But we got that attack drop, so we're going to go for another Moonblast, and we win the Zero Shield. I think that attack drop really helped us out there, and they got a Giratina in the bag. So, gonna throw Swampert in here to either pressure that final shield or do a lot of damage. They shield that. And I'm a little nervous here because Giratina also has access to Ancient Power. So we have to be careful with that because at the end of the day, Abomasnow is an ice type, guys. And that Togekiss is still pretty healthy as well. Togekiss in the Ultra League has very nice bulk. So we're trying to play this carefully here. They are at Ancient Power Energy. But we're going to let this go. I don't know if this was the right choice, but we knew that they would get to 2 moves before we could take it out. We know that this does not KO because Giratina is exceedingly bulky. It does not, and they are at another move. So that puts us in a really tough spot because that Togekiss is still really healthy, and it does have a move stored, and these charms are ridiculous. We have to shield this. We know that it could definitely be an Ancient Power, and the charm damage is just too much at this point. Abomasnow had to do a little too much up against this team. It's not looking to be good for us. They're going to farm down, and they're going to have a move ready for our Cresselia. Unfortunately, this team was a little rough. Togekiss, OP, guys. Holy smokes. Couldn't quite get that one done. But that is okay. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I'm telling you guys, Abomasnow on team number 3 from my top 5 best teams was super good in the Ultra League. And here we go. We had an Alolan Muck lead. They aggressive swap into a Wall Raid. So we meet this with our Cresselia. Cresselia is the proper alignment for Wall Raid and has the cleanest matchup on our team. And they do tank the first Grass Knot. They built up well past an EQ. Generally, when they do that, they're either looking to bait or go for the back-to-back Icicle Spears. So we let that go. And they are at the EQ now. So I presume that they would actually try to throw it. They need to get in a lot of damage, and we correctly shield that because we want to maintain alignment. If we had let that go, all they needed to do was get to another Icicle Spear, which would have allowed them to put us in a tricky spot. Either grab both of our shields or flip switch. We're not letting them do that. This is just another Icicle Spear. We tank this, no problem. And gonna look to get to another Grass Knot here. If they let this go, that would be beautiful. Gonna undercharge, and because I suspected that they would let it go because we want to get some additional farm, and that was a very nice undercharge there. We now have some residual energy to threaten whatever comes back in. It is the Alolan Muck, and holy smokes, this thing is running Bite? What the heck? Oh, that is insane. This thing is running Bite, guys. Holy smokes. I applaud the creativity there. Oh, my goodness. We did get off that Moonblast, and these bites are actually doing super effective damage to us, but we hang on long enough to get some more chip damage in. Holy smokes. They're running Bite. My goodness. So I'm going to meet this with our Swampert, of course. It's not as dominant for Swampert, actually, seeing that they are running Bite. We, of course, Poison Jab would be better for us, but that's fine. We still take it out. Or we do have a clean win. We haven't taken it out yet because they aggro swapped into a Escavalier. And we're staying right here, guys. This thing is a nightmare for our Abomasnow. Going to shield this up for sure. And then look to overload a little bit on this Escavalier here. Going to overload and throw well before they get to the drill run here. This is definitely going to be more than enough to allow us to say bye-bye to the Escav. And going to catch this onto Abomasnow. Swampert is where the win condition lies. And speaking of Swampert, I don't think we're going to need it, guys, because Bite does not charge energy very fast. We outpace thoroughly to a Weather Ball, which again allows us to say bye-bye to the Amok. Holy smokes, they were running Bite. I still can't get over that, but it worked out in the end for our Abomasnow. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I'm telling you guys, if you have access to these 3 Pokemon, you may want to give team number 3 a try. And holy smokes, the dream lead, my friends. We got a Flaming Bird of Terror, known as Talonflame. They tried to catch a Hydro Cannon onto their Grass-type Shadow Venusaur, but we were fully expecting that. And we were not falling for it. Gonna shield this up. That could absolutely be a Sludge Bomb. That's a solid shield. That would do a lot of damage. Maybe even one shot. Shadow Venusaur hits like a truck. And they do shield up our Weather Ball. So gonna look to CMP tie them here. I don't know why we played to the CMP tie. Probably should have just thrown it as their switch timer's not up. But we knew that that was just a Frenzy Plant. We let that go. We tanked that, no problem, even though Frenzy Plant hits like a truck. And they shield again, holy smokes. That's not going to help them, guys. I think they underestimated how spammy we can be as Abomasnow as we say bye-bye to the Shadow Venusaur. They now have no shields, and they come in with the Talonflame. We're going to hang on long enough to get to another Weather Ball, hits for neutral damage. And that's the beauty, yet again, of Abomasnow. It does not last very long against Talonflame if it finds its way to it, which doesn't give them as much farm. And we do CMP tie them to that Brave Bird so that they cannot catch our Hydro Cannon. This is going through. We're saying bye-bye to the Talonflame. Nothing more satisfying, and oh my goodness, they've got a Galarian Stunfisk in the back. Oh, Swampert is eating good tonight, my friends. I don't think that they will even make it to another move because we CMP tie them just as they are getting to the EQ. Holy smokes, Swampert going on a tear. I'm telling you guys, team number 3 for my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League was really putting in the work. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Yeah, I had to dust off my Abomasnow for the Ultra League because the way the meta is now has a lot more play. And here we go. For reasons like this, got a Kingdra, gonna make a play into our Cresselia. Kingdra is a nightmare for Swampert. And they bank a move as they make a play into a Lucario. So, very interesting. I suspect they tried to catch a Grass Knot, but we held off and they are at a potential Shadow Ball. Lucario loves to bait us, but we had a sneaking suspicion that they'd go right for that big Shadow Ball. We shield that up. If we can, we would love to maintain alignment as the Lucario does shield. Because they tanked that Moonblast, we can now just go right for the resisted Grass Knots. Lucario is still squishy, even in the Ultra League, and we grab both shields, so at this point, I think we will take the shield advantage. Swampert can still fight back against Kingdra. We do have access to EQ. And seeing that they have no protection, we're okay letting Cresselia go down and giving them switch. Fully expecting that Kingdra to come back in, so we're going to look to get off an EQ. This is just an Octazooka. We tank an Octazooka, no problem. Hits us for neutral damage. And we got the attack drop. So we fully intended to throw that EQ, but because we saw that the attack dropped, we decided on a change of plans. We're going to bank that because we wanted to do full power against their team. So we're coming in with Abomasnow. Abomasnow is a solid matchup against Kingdra as long as you can shield up the Outrage correctly, and we do. All of our damage is hitting Kingdra for neutral damage with its Water Dragon typing, and it really does add up. And that nearly KO'd gives us an extra Powder Snow, and they've got a Sylveon in the back. So, banking that move will prove to be quite nice for us. Because all we have to do is get this Sylveon within EQ range, maybe even Hydro Cannon range. And we do get to another Weather Ball. And they will charm down, but the damage has been done. We're going to look to combo play the Sylveon here as we say bye-bye to the Sylveon. Combo play for the win. Swampert closing it out. Very strong. That is the team, my friends. How about team number 3 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra League? It was really putting in the work. Holy smokes. Good game. Well played to our opponent. But my goodness, team number 3 was quite strong, quite effective. Another team from my top 5 best teams that I was really excited to try out and show you guys how to play. Abomasnow, like I said, with the way the meta has shifted in the Ultra League, is amazing. A lot more grass types. Particularly Trevenant and Venusaur to answer the rise and usage of Virizion. It also handles Dragonite, which a lot of people are using now extremely well. Of course, it keeps Giratina in check. Handles Swampert like you wouldn't believe. Handles Tapu Fini. Abomasnow is amazing, guys. And if you have one, I would definitely recommend using it for team number 3. But guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching, and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.